right, so it is 12 o'clock. We are going to go ahead and get started as promised. We are Southwest Louisiana Credit Union, and thank you for joining us for our first Smart Money Moves of 2022. If you joined us in 2021, we thank you for coming back on this ride with us in 2022. We hope that we are getting a little bit better at presenting these. We're trying to incorporate some different aspects of Zoom and technology, and hopefully soon we'll be able to do these in person. So the closer we get to doing them in person, it seems like something else happens. So for today, we are going to move forward with our Zoom and presenting doing smart business with Southwest Louisiana Credit Union. So that's probably something different than you've heard, or that is something different than you would have heard in 2021. And so we are excited to announce that Southwest Louisiana Credit Union is now offering business services to our members and to our community. So we're really, really excited. We've worked really, really hard to get to the point where we can offer our community business resources in the form of business loans and business accounts. And so today you will hear from Shelly and Catherine, who head up our business department, and they will tell you everything that you need to know that can help you get on the path to entrepreneurship and getting the resources and the money that you need to get your dreams off the ground. So again, we want to thank you for joining us today. If you see any of our screens go black during this presentation, don't mind us. They're just timing out. Apparently, none of us are technologically inclined enough to know how to turn that off. Even though we fixed all the settings to say never go off, it still keeps going off. So don't mind that. Just pay attention to what's on the screen. We're going to present to you a presentation that hopefully will get you excited or re-energized about the opportunity of owning your own business or getting the resources that you need in the form of financial services to continue on your path of entrepreneurship in maybe a business that you already own. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm Akita Citizen with Southwest Louisiana Credit Union, and we have Shelly and Catherine. So they head up our business services. They know a lot more about business services than I do. So I can tell you that we offer it. They're going to tell you the ins and outs of what it takes to do business with Southwest and help to get your business off the ground with the resources that we have to offer. So again, thanks for joining us, and we're going to move forward with our presentation. I think. There we go. So like I stated, we're now offering smart business services. So we're excited that in 2022, we can bring you smart business services offered by Southwest Louisiana Credit Union. And so I'll just give a little bit about this, and Shelly and them can take it away from there. But our smart business services that we're offering, no matter how big or small your dream is, we can help you to own it. Whether it's a startup, a little mom and pop, or you have an established business, like I said earlier, that you are just journeying through, we can help you. So no matter how big or small your business is, we can help you get the resources that you need to be successful in it. So Shelly and Catherine, take it away.
Thank you, Makita. But just like Makita said, so we can do pretty much anything on the business side that you may need or don't know you need yet. You may want to come in and talk to us, and you might have an idea in your head. You don't know if it's possible. Anything like that, come in and talk to us about it. We do startups for businesses. So you just might have a good idea. You want to talk it over with us, see if it's something that you could possibly do, whether it be just a small loan to help you get a little bit of inventory for your business to get started, or, line of credit, or if you already have an established business that you've been working on for a few years, and you want to expand that, maybe purchase like another rental property. Maybe you're in trucking and you want to get just more equipment for your business, dump trucks, anything like that. Or, like we said, too, the smaller startup businesses, you maybe are newly employed hairdresser and you need more things to get that job done, or you want to get into photography, just any type of thing that you can think of, we can pretty much do over here. On this side, it just shows a few things that we do offer. But just financing of equipment, inventory startup, like we said. We are doing commercial real estate. So for those of you who already have investment properties, or you're wanting to purchase more rental properties, or if you want to build an apartment complex or just build a few duplexes, something like that, or just build a new home just to rent out, that's something we can do. And we are working on getting credit cards on the business side as well. And then also we do have a line of credit that we can do. We can consolidate debt you may have somewhere else with your business, maybe get you a lower interest rate. Anything like that, really anything that you can think of on the business side, you can come and talk to us about, and we can see what we can do.
So Shelley, on the inventory startup, that would be like purchasing the products or whatever it is that I could potentially be selling. If I have a boutique and I need to buy, jewelry, clothes, hair supplies, or whatever, that would be. Or if I started a grocery store, I need to buy all my stuff to sell. That would be the inventory startup, correct?
Yes, any type of inventory that you're going to need to get your store up and running or selling, or even if you're needing just like a line of credit, just because you need to hire employees and you need extra money to make sure you can pay those employees in the beginning, anything like that.
Awesome. And the commercial real estate. So if I wanted to like have an office for my business where people could come in and I could deliver services in my office, that would be commercial real estate, correct?
Correct. You
And
can,
then I think you mentioned something about having like rental property that falls under the same commercial real estate loans.
yes.
Okay, awesome. And while we're on, ladies and gentlemen, if you have a question that you would like to ask, please feel free to drop it in the chat or in the question and answer component of the Zoom, and we will do our best to get you an answer, either to answer you live or to get with you individually. But please feel free to drop your question into the chat or the question and answer box on the Zoom.
And these are just some other things, just adding on to what we can do loans for. Like it just shows here, computer equipment, construction equipment, farm equipment, anything that you're needing, and like that you may see on the screen, just to give you an idea. Just like if you're building in a new office, you see on here, there's office furniture. That's going to be something that you need to purchase. When you have your office open and up and running, you're going to need your desk. You're going to need places for your customers to sit. And even a small restaurant, like you're a new chef, you want to open up a restaurant, something you want to do like that, like follow your dreams. Like you can come here and we can sit with you and get something going and see what we can do.
Yep, and I see even like a point of sale system. Sometimes we don't think about those types of things, but the actual operational resources that we need for our business, whether it's I guess in construction and development, you would do a lot of that stuff would be built in, like your lighting system, electrical, and that kind of thing. But actually your point of sale system, your alarm system, maybe that's something that, that would be part of business equipment, I guess, probably, to get that kind of stuff up and to get the business up and running operationally. Awesome. I think we have a few questions in the chat. I think they're going to be answered as we continue to go on. So like Shelley and Catherine were stating, commercial real estate or office storefront, we can provide the financial resource or the financial loans to help you, get that space, buy that space for your business. Or if you want to have a storefront, if you want to have an office space, or if you're looking to invest in properties that you can then flip. Would that be right, Shelley? Like you want to flip. A lot of people are into flipping properties. I hear that's a very lucrative industry where they can flip properties. So you might want to buy, a fixer upper or buy some land to develop on. That is something that we can help you with now at Southwest Louisiana Credit Union. Anything you want to add on to the real estate part?
Really, anything to do with real estate. We've gotten several calls already wanting to purchase rental property, or I already own this land. Can I build on it? So yeah, anything, you can do anything like that with your own land.
Awesome. All right. And so business construction and development, I think you kind of just tapped on that a little bit. If they already own the property, or if they purchase some property, they can then build their dream business or their dream office or a dream real estate development on property and actually build their dreams from the ground up.
Yeah, and even if you don't already own the property, you can do, land and construction in one loan. It just requires different down payments, things like that, depending on what you're wanting to do.
Awesome. So this just kind of gives a little visual to some of the things that I think Shelly and her team are currently working on. I believe we've done some dump trucks already, maybe some 18-wheelers, maybe even some food trucks already. We just started about maybe just a month ago or so offering business services. And so we've already helped some of our members get food trucks, get dump trucks, 18-wheelers. Anything else, Shelly, that I might be missing?
We're currently working on some commercial real estate with a few people. We've done line of credit already, equipment, things like that.
Very, very good. Again, like we said earlier, if you can dream it, we can help you to build it, literally. If there's a restaurant space that you've been eyeing that you think that you could really transform into something great for your community, we want to help you to make that happen. If you've been doing hair and cutting hair in the back shop of your house, but now you want to purchase, space to where you can maybe, hire some additional stylists or barbers, and generate some income from that. Additionally, in addition to you being there, we can help you to own your own barber shop or your beauty salon. And I'm saying those as like smaller businesses, but if you want to build a Walmart, we can help you to do that too. So again, no business is too big or too small. I know here in Southwest Louisiana, the food truck industry has really taken off. So if that's something that, you've been thinking about doing, go out and find that dream food truck that you're looking for and let us help you to get it. You want to talk about the line of credit, Shelly?
Yeah, our line of credit, we have different types of line of credit. You can have a secured line of credit or an unsecured line of credit. So unsecured, basically what that means is there's no collateral for that type of loan, for that line of credit. It's just unsecured based on income, credit, type of business possibly that you have, versus the secured where you can put things up for collateral. Say, maybe you own your home and you want a line of credit and you want to secure it by your home. So you can maybe get up to a certain amount of the value of your home for your line of credit. It is a little easier to get approved for something that you do have collateral for. And then also your interest rate is going to be a little bit lower whenever you have collateral, when you're doing a secured line of credit. So basically the difference is going to be the interest rate and whether it has collateral or not collateral.
All right, and we have some questions that are in our chat. I think that some of them are going to be addressed here shortly. And Steve, we have on here business use vehicles.
Yeah, a business use vehicle. I mean, that can be, say, maybe you own a moving company and you, like on the picture, you have a box truck. That's a business use vehicle. Maybe you own a floral shop. You need a van to deliver your flowers. That's a business use vehicle. Things like that are different ideas of business use vehicles.
So, Shelly, I don't mean to put you on the spot, but if I already own my own car and I've started my business and now I use my personal vehicle to, to do deliveries or whatever, could I maybe refinance my car?
Yes.
On the business side
and into your business name.
Okay, cool. So if you already have a car and you've been making your deliveries in your car and you use your car for business purposes, we could possibly refinance it, or we could refinance it into the business and make it a business use vehicle if you use your car to support your business.
Yeah, that'll also help you whenever you file your taxes for your business, because then you can claim mileage that you use or wear and tear on your vehicle or that monthly note that you pay on it. You can help maybe get you some tax breaks on that.
Awesome. So we also offer business accounts. So your checking account and your savings account. You want to talk a little bit about that, Shelly, and what the requirements are?
Actually, Makita, I'm going to field those questions.
Go ahead, Catherine.
So my name is Catherine. I'm the business services assistant here at Southwest. We offer business savings accounts currently and business checking accounts. But before we go into that, let's talk a little bit about eligibility. So Southwest is a membership credit union. You have to become a member in order to take advantage of our products and services. And the way we've just recently changed from a select employee group base to a community charter. So if you live, work, or worship within Calcasieu, Cameron, and Beauregard Parish, please come in because you are now eligible. You don't have to worry about working for a specific company or if you have a family member that still has an account here. Although you can be eligible that way should you not meet any of the other criteria. So first thing we ask is open a business savings. That will establish your business as a member here. Once you do that, you have the door open to our checking accounts and then business lending services, of course. With the savings account, it has some great functionality. You can do ACH direct deposit. You can do auto draft. The auto draft is subject to certain restrictions as to how many you can do, but it is a great foot in the door option. Also, no minimum balance requirements, no monthly fees for that savings account. You open it with just the $25 like you would a personal account. It's a great first step. Once that's done, you'll have the option to do a checking account. Currently, our checking accounts do not have a membership, or not a membership fee, but they don't have a monthly fee. Now, come second quarter of this year, that may change, but for now, they are free to have. We ask that you make an initial $100 initial deposit, and you're good to go. Also, come second quarter, we're looking into debit cards for our checking accounts too. But for now, you'll still be able to write checks, do auto drafts, direct deposit, same thing. Both of our accounts will have online capability. So if you already have a personal account here, when you sign on, you should be able to see your business account too. I'm located at the Ryan Street branch, so please come see me anytime.
All right. So I think, Shelly, I'm glad you mentioned that, Catherine, about the Ryan Street branch. This is probably a good time to say anything business services related will be housed at our Ryan Street branch.
Yes.
So for those of you who've been members with us for a very long time and missed coming to our Ryan Street branch, we are back open. If you did not know, we're back open next to Albertsons and Sonic at 4056 Ryan Street. So that is where our business services department is housed. So anything business services related, we advise you to go to the Ryan Street branch because that's where Catherine and Shelly's office is. You can come see us at any one of the other branches, but then you're going to have to drive back to Ryan Street to go see them. So we welcome you at any one of our branches. But if it's, where you need to sit with someone and talk about business services and potentially getting a loan or, opening your smart business savings account, then Ryan Street branch is where you're going to be able to sit with Shelly and Catherine, and they can get you started with that.
Also, I'd like to just mention real fast, if something happens, life happens, if you can't come into the branch, if you want to email your business documents, depending on what type of business you have, we can do web signatures and answer any questions you have over the phone too.
Awesome. So that part's coming too. I heard Catherine talk about business debit cards. That's going to be coming. We already have the cool design in process. So that'll be rolling out here soon. And then after that, I think Shelly's working on business credit cards. So we already have a very cool design for that. So we're moving in the right direction. So those additional assets to go with your accounts will be available here soon. So never fear, we're going to have everything that you need. So our Ryan Street branch again is located at 4056 Ryan Street. I have this cool picture here. If you haven't been in our Ryan Street branch since we reopened, you will be surprised when you walk in, because since the hurricane, we've done some major upgrades, and the branch looks totally different. So that's a sneak peek at the top. And this is the contact information for Shelly and Catherine, and we're going to put it back on the screen towards the end of this program. But Shelly and Catherine, again, are located at the Ryan Street location. Both of their phone numbers and email addresses are here on the screen. So we'll give you the phone number again where you can reach them, or you can just drop by and go in and ask for Shelly or Catherine, make an appointment with them, send them an email. They'll be happy to get you set up with an appointment to get your business services started. So are you ready to own it? So these are some important questions that I believe some people in the chat, questions related to some of these areas were being posed. So between you and Catherine, does my personal credit score matter when trying to pursue the business side?
I think we look at it the same as we do on the consumer side. So we look at the credit score, we look at your payment history, we look at your income, we look at the business in a whole, and we look at the whole picture. We don't just look at your credit score and say, oh no, they don't qualify because of their credit score. We don't do that. And we basically look at the whole picture of everything you want to do, and then your business gets a risk rating. So whether your credit score is it could be in the 500s, it could be almost 700. Your business could end up with the same risk rating. So it doesn't necessarily pertain to just your credit score. Like I said, we look at everything, the whole picture of everything that you're wanting to do.
How long am I required to be in business before I can be considered for a loan? So like, I know you talked about startups. If I was selling shoes out the back of my car yesterday and I want to try to move into, owning a shoe store today or tomorrow, do I need to be in business for 2 years? What do I need to get started?
You don't have to be in business for 2 years. Like we said, we do startup businesses. So obviously you're not going to be in business for that long. We're just going to get different things from you. Like, so if you're a brand new business, you're not going to have income from your business. So we're going to look at your personal income, your tax returns, things like that, to see if you're able to afford to have that business along with all of your other debts that you might have.
Okay. Do I need a certain amount of money saved? Do I have to save a certain amount of money, before I can, come talk to you guys? Or if I'm considering a business loan, should I already have some money saved?
So you should definitely
get a loan?
Definitely just have the money that you want to have to open up your business account, because that is your first step. You cannot apply for a business loan without having your business account here first. And then alongside with applying for a loan, there are different fees that you would need to pay depending on the type of loan that you get, closing costs, associated with your loan, document prep fees, things like that. And it can go from less than $1,000 up to several $1,000s. It just depends on what type of loan you're going to want to apply for.
Okay. So sounds good. So what should I bring? Like I'm on this Zoom, I'm interested. This sounds good. How can I make my first appointment or my first drop-in with you successful? What should I bring with you?
Depends on, like, if you want to come in and you want to just talk about everything, we can sit and talk and go over everything in person. But if you're wanting to actually try to walk in and get your account open and apply, so depending on the type of business you have, we can, if you want to send us your email, or if you want to get our email off at the end of this, send us an email and let us know what kind of business you have or what type of business you're wanting to start. And we can get you a detailed list of what you need to bring in. And also for loans, so different type of loans are going to require you to bring in different documents. So like I said, if you want to give us a call or if you want to email us again and tell us, we can have a conversation over the phone before you come in and give you a detailed list of what you're going to need to bring in. It is quite a bit of different paperwork to bring in, but it all is, again, depending on what you're doing.
And the interest rates on these different types of loans, are they fixed or variable based on the kind of loans, or do we only offer one kind of, interest rate?
Yeah, they're mostly fixed interest rates. Sometimes on our real estate side, they're going to change whenever if you have a balloon, like it's maybe a 20-year real estate loan, but it's going to renew every 5 years. So then every 5 years, your rate may change.
Okay.
But on like your loans for like your equipment, or say you buy a business use vehicle or dump truck or things like that, it's a fixed rate.
Awesome. So that's really good to know. So this would be a good time for me to look at some of the questions that were in the chat. Let me go back and see. So Devin asked, how does the business transactions work with you guys? I guess maybe he's asking, is there a fee? Or he said, how does the business transactions work with you guys?
So with that one, the transactions that go in and out of a savings or a checking account, that would work just like personal. Now, if you have some kind of device where like the Square or Clover, where you put the device into your phone, you're swiping credit cards and whatnot, that comes in those are listed like as ACH transactions or electronic transactions in and out. We currently don't have a fee for processing that. But as far as you just depositing cash or checks, the checks are subject to whatever hold Southwest might have at the time. But cash goes in right away. And then once the debit cards hit, you'll be able to use those like personal. They'll be in the business name. You can have those for each authorized signer on the account. So pretty much the same functionality as you would a regular personal account.
All right. And so Callista asks, what are the credit requirements? I think Shelly kind of touched on it a little bit earlier, I guess, with the personal and the business side.
Yeah, there's not necessarily an actual, credit requirement. Like you don't have to have a certain score to get approved for one of our loans.
Okay, Callista, we hope that answered the question. Brandy asked, who do I contact to make an appointment to discuss a business account? So you will contact Catherine, and we'll go back to Catherine's information. Now, Catherine, if you want to give it to her right now, you can.
Sure. So the email is really the best way to reach me. It pops right up on my screen at my desk. It's C as in cat, Bordelon, and I'll spell it B as in boy, ORD as in dog, ELON at swlacu.com. Also, I myself own a little LLC. So if you do have any questions about business setup, I can't do everything for you, but I'd be more than happy to field any questions you have about setup and how to maybe navigate Secretary of State website and some other resources here in the Lake area.
All right, let's see. We have a couple more. Would like to know, Devin, I think we answered that about the charges per transaction for business accounts. I think we answered that. How do we make an appointment, Brandy? So we'll, I think Catherine just gave her information, but I have a slide, should be after this one, and it's going to have, I think it has Shelly's information and our phone number and extension to reach the business department. So that's coming right up.
Yeah, you can call, email, or if you, for some reason, lose our contact information, just walk into Ryan Street Ranch. Usually one of us is going to be there at all times. We try not to leave at the same time unless we're doing something like this, but usually there's one of us there at all times.
And then
if
Devin,
she's not there, I can get your account open for you. And if I'm not there, she can give you some information on the loan side as well.
Sure.
So the phone number, and it's going to be on the next slide, is 337-477-9190. And Shelly, your extension is?
1012.
And Catherine?
1025.
All right, so that's going to be on the next slide, but just in case anybody needed to jump off, that was some of the little bit of the contact, and their email addresses should come up here shortly. So Devin also wanted to know, I know Shelly, you talked about risk ratings. He said, do you guys deal with low risk LLCs?
We deal with all LLCs.
Okay, so there you go, Devin. She said they deal with all of them. All right, I think that's the only questions. Anybody else have a question? Feel free to drop it in the chat. And I think the next slide. The next slide just goes back to, again, what we're here for. So your startups, your mom and pop shops, or even established businesses. Nothing, again, is too big or too small. If you can dream it, we can help you to own it. Sometimes we underestimate our little t-shirt shop. Sometimes we underestimate, our craft shop or basket making, or we sell jewelry, whatever it is. And I'm talking about smaller businesses, but dream big. If you want to make that a thing, if you want to make that a place where people can walk in and buy your t-shirts, if you want to, where people can buy your baskets or your vinyl work or your embroidery work, or, whatever it is. If you can dream it, we can make it happen for you. So sometimes, we think, I just bake cookies at my house and I sell them to friends and family that I know, or I make plate lunches or whatever. That could be a thing. If you want that to be a thing, we can help you to make it a thing. Or like I said, if you want to own a grocery store or a strip mall or whatever it is, no matter how big or small, we can help you to make it happen. So Shelly, I know you talked about, each type of loan, you would send something or contact each person to let them know what they may need. So I know we kind of talked about this a little bit before, but if your business is using an EIN number, your employee identification number to designate your business, make sure you're probably going to need to make sure that you have that on hand. Of course, you're going to do a business loan application. Depending on how long you've been in business and if it's required, your tax returns may be something that the business loan department or the business services department will need. They may need to see your business plan. Again, it's going to be contingent upon, what type of services you're looking for, what types of loans you may need, as to whether or not, they need your tax returns or don't need your tax returns. But these are just some of the things that you might want to have in place, so that if they do ask for it, you have it. Here's that information. So again, our phone number is 337-477-9190. Let's see if I can move this box. I don't know if they can see that box. 1012 is Shelly's extension. And Catherine, your extension was
1025.
1025. I doubted twice this morning. And so 1025 and 1012 extensions will get you to our business services department. You make sure there's nothing else in the chat. I think not. Okay, let's see. And this is Shelly's email address. And so Catherine, let me see if I have the other slide on here. I don't know if I have it. I didn't put it back on there. But Catherine, if you want to drop your email, if you want to let them know your email address, the ending is always at swlacu.com. So you want to spell out your first name, Catherine, or the first initial last name?
So the first part of the email address is C Bordelon. So C as in cat, B as in boy, ORD as in dog, ELON at swlacu.com.
So that's awesome. We thank you so much for joining us on today. We hope that we have provided you with at least some introductory information that you can use in making your decision to launch your dreams, to get your dreams off the ground, get the business that you've been losing sleep over at night, wondering if you should do it. We hope that we have put a little push, a little momentum behind that and given you an opportunity to know that we will be there for you and that we can assist you in putting your dreams into work, making your dreams reality. So I have one more question, Shelly or Catherine. Do I need a personal account here with Southwest if I want to have a business account? Do I have to have them both here?
No, you do not. You can join if you don't have a personal membership here already, you can join with just your business. You don't have to open a personal to be able to open the business side. As long as you're eligible to join, you can join through either way.
Awesome. And I can still get a business savings account and a business checking account without getting a loan. I can have my accounts here, but not have, if I don't need a loan, I can still do my business transactions and my business accounts here without necessarily having a loan.
Yes.
But I do need at least the savings account to be able to qualify for any of the other products and services.
Yes, you have to start off with at least the savings. And then we mentioned you had to come to Ryan Street to open your accounts, and that's where the business department is located. But once your account's open, you can go to whichever branch is closer to you. You don't have to keep coming back to the Ryan Street branch for your everyday transactions. Gotcha.
That's really helpful to know. Thank you to everyone who joined us on today's Zoom. Again, we hope that you have enjoyed the information that we presented today. And hopefully before the year is over, we'll be back again soon with some more information about business services as we continue to help those in our community launch their businesses and launch their dreams. And we just want to say thank you for joining us for our first edition in 2022 of Smart Money Moves for 2022. And if you've been watching the screen, our little logo at the bottom has an added emblem to it. It's our 70th year established as a credit union. So everything that you're going to see us put out this year is going to have that logo on it with the 70, because it's been 70 years we've been serving Southwest Louisiana and helping members of our community. Yes, so Devin, thank you as well for joining us. Devin said, thanks, guys. Looking forward to the next one. We anticipate being back on in mid-February. So again, if you haven't stopped by our Ryan Street branch to see the new location or the upgraded location, drop in and make sure and tell Shelly and Catherine hi. When you're there, schedule an appointment to meet with them or give them a call. They'll be happy to help you. We hope that you have a great rest of your week and that we've enjoyed spending time with you, and we hope that you've enjoyed the time that you've spent with us this morning. Thank you for choosing Southwest Louisiana Credit Union, and we look forward to serving you soon. Y'all have a great day.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.